Hey, Miss Flowers here. I just want to get up here. I'm not gonna say real quick because last time it was like almost 30 minutes. But yesterday was one of those days where I felt like I just want to. I don't want to leave the house. I just want to stay in bed. I wanted to stay in bed. I did, and I did what I needed to do. And then I got a phone call. Now let me give you some backstory because hey y'all, Handcraft Niche, RX Mom. I got a I got a sister friend coach. Her name is Sabrina Kane. In her stories the day before, she was saying how she's doing certain things and she's trying to change certain things and she's on her shit, right? So of course the storms are gonna come. Of course distractions are gonna come. Of course it's gonna be something that's gonna come and it's basically going to take you off your game. Try to take you off your game. So I told her, she went down the list of all the things that was going on. And I just told her, I was like, she was like, this storm and da 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 for the past couple of days, yada yada yada. I said, just go to sleep. Take a nap. And she was like, I said, when you wake up, the storm is going to be over. Just go take a nap. And that works both ways, physically and the devil is on his game every day. So she says, we're taking it both, go take a nap. Take a nap. Like, and I really meant take a nap. Because when you go, sometimes you just need to go to sleep. Like people be like, oh, you go to sleep, you still have the problem. Yes, you still have the problem. But now you got some rest. Now you can think better. Now you can figure out what you want to do or what you might not want to do, depending on what the situation is. So the situation, it was a couple of things that she was going through. And then yesterday, which it was the day after her situation, I was like, I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't. It was just one of those days. I didn't want to leave the house. I just wanted to stay in the house. I just wanted to rest. And I went out and did what I needed to do. And then I got a phone call. I missed the phone call. So I was like, all right, what was this phone call about? Call back. Didn't get an answer for the phone. Didn't get the answer that I needed when I called. So I was like, all right, I waited. And then as I got the phone call, as I made the phone call back, I'm walking. So I'm walking to get something to eat. And then in my spirit, I knew what the problem was and why the people were calling. So I was like, all right, I didn't get mad, I didn't get upset. I just, all right, go get my food, go eat, sat down. But before that, in between that, I got like two phone calls. That person was trying to get me worked up, hung up on them. Because I was like, I'm just not doing this right now. Hung up on them, went, ate my food, got another phone call. And then I'm like, all right, now as I'm going to go fix it, not fix the situation, but go handle the situation from the phone call that I got, then I get another phone call. Then I'm like, all right, I can do one or two things. I could flip out or I could just let it rock. So I can't even say that I really let it rock. I was thinking about what I was going to do for the situation, but I was quiet about it. I didn't say nothing. So my kids kept coming in my room. They're like, "What's wrong with you? What's you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cool." So I let it rock, and then I came home and I took a nap. Like I told Kane, go take a nap. And then when I got up, I was still like pretty quiet. I wasn't really saying nothing because something was just off. So it was just like, just be quiet about it. Be quiet about it. So I was quiet. Be still, right? And I was like, maybe an hour later after I got up from my nap, I got a text. And then the text was confirmation of why I was quiet because you don't always have to react to everything. Sometimes being quiet is the best thing. sometimes not having no reaction is the best thing. And I was gonna have a reaction, then I was like, let it be. Let let it go. And then when I got that text, I said, okay, now I know what to do, what to say, and who to talk to now. Because when certain things happen, sometimes you go off of your emotions and how you feel about a certain thing or a certain person. You go off your emotions, and it's not always good to go off your emotions because being so emotional sometimes it gets you in a jam sometimes. But I didn't let my emotions overrule me. And usually, like me, like I know for sure my mouth is slick. I got a slick mouth. I'm quick to check somebody sometime. And I was like, even within myself, I was like, why am I being so quiet? Why am I so quiet? Why am I so quiet? Because it was a situation where I was just like, this ain't sitting right with me. So now I got confirmation of why I was quiet, what the situation was, and like they say, things that are it's in the dark, it's always going to come to the light. Always going to come to the light because some people will try to. I mean, think the new saying is playing your face about certain situations because they think you don't know something because you're quiet, or they think you don't know something because you don't react the way they think you're going to react. So Monday when I get up, I'm not gonna be in my emotions, but I'm definitely gonna check a few people because the way certain things were handled, they shouldn't have been handled the way they were. They shouldn't have been handled the way they were. The way they handled it, it shouldn't have been handled like that. So now I'm like, okay, I got the whole weekend to think about this and think about it through. So on Monday, when I go and I say what I need to say, because I got that text message and because I got other confirmation about the issue that I was called about, because the people that called me, they didn't give me they didn't give me enough information, and I don't think they were trying to. And that's cool, but now I got the information that I need so I can go back and be like, y'all gonna stop playing in my face. Y'all gonna stop playing with me. And that's another thing, when you really do practice self-love, you don't have to flip out on people all the time. When people get on your nerves or people do this or that, you can hang up the phone. You can walk away. You can say what you need to say and not spaz out and be belligerent and, you know, have the police called on you and all this crazy stuff. But I'm still going to say what I need to say because I don't like the way things went down. And I don't like when people think that because you don't say something, that means they got one up on you. And some stuff you do let slide, but like this one right here, I'm not going to let it slide. So when those distractions come, make sure y'all sit back and think about it. Sit back and think about it. Go take a nap. Don't react like you would usually react. Sometimes being quiet is the key to get the answer that you need. So when you're quiet, don't dwell on it. Just let it rock. Don't let it fester and simmer, but let it be that you're thinking of that next step instead of thinking, I'm gonna go off, I'm gonna go do this. Like the distractions is gonna come. Even Kane was saying that some people from her past are coming back. So then when I wake up from my nap, it's somebody in my DMs from the past, and I'm like, and they, how you doing? Da 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 da. Like I'm like, I'm good, taking care of my kids, yada yada yada. Oh, I would like to see you, and I'm like, I said, last time I seen you, didn't I see you with a girl? Left a message like that, and then my phone at a certain time, all my apps are shut off. So when I got up this morning to look at my phone, somebody had DM'd me and it was right on top of their DM. And then I noticed that there were no more messages. So I'm like, stop trying to play in my face. Like, you're not gonna play in my face. You got a girl, get out of my DMs. Like, stop trying to play in my face. So when them distractions come, because they are gonna come, especially when you're trying to change things, especially if you got a goal in mind, especially if you want better for your life, them distractions, them storms are going to come. But don't react the way you usually react. Wait. Wait until you get an answer. Wait until you hear the answer. Don't react how you usually react. If you know your reaction is usually going off, don't react like that. Be quiet. And that's what I had to do. I had to be quiet. So I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.